point down. We're into those good little games. Actually, for the tournament. CeeBees won it all the way back into their end. Ben back into the corner to play it. Breakers take it. Fired out in front, that's centered. Shot. Around to go under 20 seconds in. Breakers are up to a quick 1-0 lead. Breakers win the job. Back to Constantine, plays up along the boards. Maddox gets it, goes it back to the defense. Charlie shoots it up along the boards. That makes his way into the Breakers end. Breakers move it up to Howler end. And that's going to be offside entry. And Breakers win it. And CeeBees able to chip it down. The foot race for it. Naked's there first, sends it back up along the boards. Maddox can keep control of it. Then leaves it in center ice. Barnable takes it in one-on-one with Cam. Can't keep control of it, and that goes over into the corner. Pass back to Chloe on the point. Naked to stick on it and forces it back over the Breakers end. Sullivan collects it. Passes it over to Chloe. Moves it up along the boards to Carey, who's going to take it in over the line. All the way down into the corner. Looking for a passing lane. A quick wrap around. He's out in front. He's got time. Shot. Gets a block around that one. Sends it over the net. Wrapped around after the point. And Chloe shoots it back in and around the boards. Carey gets it in the corner. Looks like the CeeBees are going to get the first penalty of the game. Breakers get a quick shot off on net. Finn kicks outside. Puck comes right out in front. Ball's able to get to it first, and he sends it all the way down the ice. Julian pressures it into the corner. And goes back along the wall, along the boards. Puck comes back to Brody, who backhands it in over the corner. And that's shot all the way down into the CeeBees end. No icing. Willie gets to it and shoots it along the boards. Carter takes a shot on net. Willie blocks that one. And that's shot back down the ice again. Breakers take it behind the net. Try to pass it up. Levi's able to block it. Shot back to Bo. Bo passes it back up to Levi. Winds up a slap shot from the point. That's blocked as well. There he tries to play it. Breakers are in. James is in on him. Michael makes one big save on the crease. Able to get on the side. Shot back to the point. Constantine lines up. Shot. Colin blocks that one. Blocks it twice and able to get it out. Levi got it behind the net. Long slap shot to get it out. That's chopped down by James to keep in. Long shot from the point. That's blocked and deflected behind the net. Levi gets it around to the point. That's held in by Kent. Takes another long shot. That's blocked by Blow. And he's got it. He's away with it. Over the red line. That's going to do it for the penalty. Takes a long shot. He dumps it into the breaker's end. Now it's fighting for the line of boards. Can't clear it out. That's held in. Long shot. Levi's got it again. Sends it back out. Can't hold it on. Blake's able to knock it into the breaker's end. Levi's got the puck stolen from him. Battle along the boards here. Can't really make out what's happening. So it's there along the blue line. And the Breakers send it in. Blake tries to get it back into the point. That's held in by Carey. Tries to center it. Nobody's there. Chipped up along the boards into the corner by the Breakers. Center and pass is blocked. Back to close, able to hold it in. And it's shot back into the corner. Carey with it behind the arc for the Breakers. Pass it back and forth. Tries to get it out in front. That's blocked. Out in front. Hello, Mikey. Michael able to keep that one out with a few pad saves. And shot back to the point. Sullivan chips it right back into the corner. Breakers with all kinds of pressure right now. Just chipped along the boards. She's got it. Larson takes over the red line. He's going to dump it all the way in. Close shoots it along the boards. That goes up to O'Reilly. Loses his footing. Maddox is able to take that away. Maddox a long shot from the point. Just wide of the net. Good race to get to it. So Charlie gets to it along the boards. The Breakers are able to get it out to center ice. CeeBees get it and shoots it up along the boards. That's back into the Breakers' end. They shoot it out into the bench. That's going to be a 2-minute penalty for the Breakers as it hit the player that was getting under the ice. Looks like the CeeBees are going to get their first chance on a power play here now. Breakers run it back into their crease. Try to clear it out. That's going to make it at least the center ice. Foot race for it. O'Reilly's right behind Jacob. Jacob gets to it. Passes it back to Maddox. He's going to take it out of the zone. Maddox is around two. Into the leg shot. Oh. I don't see how much better than that one. Charles is not cooperating with it. CeeBees win it. Back to Ben. Chips up along the boards to Nate, who fires it into the Breakers' end. Breakers collective. That's it up. It's tied up in Brindley's feet as she goes down. He's shot back into the corner. Oliver backhands it out right over to the crease. And the Breakers goaltender covers up. Breaker's able to get it out. Center ice to Bo. Tries to chip it in. That's blocked. Passed up the other end. Cam gets it in the corner. Chips it back to Levi. Fires it around the boat. Back to the point. Breakers fire to keep it in. Ryan gets it behind the net. Passes it back to Price, who throws it out in front. Levi able to block goes to that one. Bo takes up along the boards. Tip off real stick. And all the way down to the Breakers end. Breakers shoot it around the boards. Colin gets to it. He's knocked down. Levi with it out in front. Backhand. And that's it. If I get right back to where he finished off yesterday, 5 goals against the Celtics. Breakers with it. Chloe plays it up along the boards. Tied up here along the Breakers blue line. It's able to be chipped back down. The CeeBees in. Chloe's got it, tries to pass it up. Carson steals the pass. He's in, long shot. Go, CeeBees! Breakers winning the draw, back to the point. Cole takes a long shot. Just goes to the crease. Puck wrapped around the net to Parsons back in the corner. Looks to play it back to. He holds onto it. Gets it back over to Barnaville. Tries to center it. That's taken away by Bo, who moves it up. Quick race for it there now, and the Breakers are able to get it back. Breakers moving into the CeeBees end. Cam's got it behind the net for a little bit of time. Tries to pass it up to Ryerson. That just hops over his stick. Sullivan shoots it back down into the CeeBees end. Backhanded up along the boards. Cam with it behind his net. He's wrapped up along the boards. It's taken by Barnable, centered. And wrapped back in behind the CeeBees net. Backhand in front, that just jumps over Carson's stick. Ryerson takes it over his leg, over center ice. Excellent back check by Barnable. Knocked off the stick, long shot. Nice kick to the side by the Breakers goaltender. And we've got another penalty, I think, against the Breakers. Couldn't see what happened there in the corner. CeeBees are going to get another power play here now. So it's a tripping call. CeeBees win the draw, back to Brody, takes a long shot, that's tipped just wide of the net. Maddox recovers it in the corner. Backhand pass out in front, nobody's home. Maddox gets it again in the corner. Tries to send it to Brindley. That's blocked. O'Reilly has it for the Breakers. That's stolen by Nate, centers it, that's deflected again. And O'Reilly gets it and fires it up the center ice. And he collects it, he shoots it back in. And Breakers pass it back up. A little back and forth there now. Takes it over the goal line. Long shot. Kick the side with Breakers goaltender. Clear in the 10. That's blocked. And they're going to get and the pass goes back up to Burnley. Burnley makes up 8. And he gets it dumped into the corner. Wrapped around the boards, and they keeping the pressure on. Burnley knocked down. The Breakers fire back down the ice into the CeeBees end. Party's back to collect it, looking for a pass. Long shot up center ice, and nobody's home. And the Breakers are going to shoot that right back in. And he gets it. He gets around one here now. And that's knocked off the stick. David takes it right into the corner. And we've got another penalty call here now. Not sure who's getting it. Looks like the CeeBees are getting this one. So we're going to play 4-on-4 for about 20 seconds. And the Breakers are going to get power play chance right now, trying to tie it up. Go CeeBees! Breakers in the draw, back to Kent on the point. Long shot. Michael goes up and down. CeeBees win the draw. Charlie gets in the corners, passed up along the boards. That's held in by Payne for the Breakers. Takes it out, tries to get it over to James. That's blocked. That's it for the penalty to the Breakers. And it looks like the Breakers are going to ice it. That's ice. The Breakers got 1 minute and 27 seconds of power play time here now. Breakers come away with the puck. Halloran takes it back into his end. Gets it off, holds that in. Gets round one over to Levi. Long shot. Off the shoulder. Breakers goaltender. Levi tries to center it. Charlie with a forecheck along the boards. They will keep that one in. And the Breakers are going to make their way out with it now. Payne takes it over center ice. And knocks it off the stick and stays in. And they are able to get it out. They shot back in along the boards. And into the CeeBees bench. Have a face-off now just outside the line. 44 seconds of power play time left for Breakers. Face-off win back to the defense. Breakers chop it up, Bo gets it, and he shoots it all the way down into the Breakers end. Moved up along the boards to Parsons. Breakers taking it out of their end. Blake ties him up along the boards, is able to chip it back out. Blake comes away with it again. He throws it out to Simon. The Breakers are away with it again now. Parsons takes over the line, long shot. Michael's able to get a piece of that one. Back into the corner. Breakers with it again. Just tied up behind the net. Fired out in front. Penalty is over. And that's shot in behind the Breakers goal. Move passed out to center ice. Cherry's going to take it in, but Barnable's a step offside. Okay, with the puck back in his end, moves up along the boards. Maddox takes it over the line. That's knocked off his stick. That's shipped up. And a bit of back forward center. Maddox rings it around to get into the Breakers' end. All forward along the boards. Maddox long shot. That's his head. That's some big saves both ways are out. Just over 30 seconds here left now in the first period. Lakers win the draw back into their corner. Chloe gets it and shoots it up along the boards to Halloran. Halloran passes it up to James just out of his reach. The shot's going to go right on Michael. He's going to cover it up. Breakers are going to get a zone face-off there now. 17 seconds left in the first period. Breakers win it back to not enough to get back. Halloran steals at the blue line, tries to get a long shot. Already gets it, passes it back to Brindley. Brindley moves it up center ice, and that fired back in. Halloran's got it, top of the circle, gets around 1-2 shot. Looks like we're going to be cleaning the ice here now. CeeBees with a 2-1 lead after the first period. Goals from Levi and Maddox for the CeeBees. And Halloran picks up another one for the Show Breakers. And we'll be back after those. Second period, just ready to get underway. CeeBees went up. Back to Jake and tries to get it out. Levi with it in his end, moves it around the boards. Cam over to collect. That's centered over to James, takes a shot, that's blocked by Jake and sent over near the corner. James with it again, tries to shot and the Breakers start the second period with a quick goal to take the first. They're all tied up. CeeBees on it, back to Jake, plays it up along the boards. Kent collects it for the Breakers, shoots it back out. All the way down the ice. Cam back with it behind his net. He's going to take it up to center ice, passes it off to Will, moves it forward to Levi. Levi with a long shot. It's stopped by Siri. Come back to the point and just tipped away from Cam. Jacobs got it, takes it back into his end. Got it behind the boards, passes it up to Levi. Levi moves it over to Will. It deflects off his stick. Chloe moves it forward. Jake did it again. Try to chop it out, unable to. Cam loses it behind the net. Passed over to Parsons, that's just out of his reach. Collins got it, he moves it up to Will, and just deflects off his stick and over to the Breakers player who shoots it back out into the CeeBees end. Levi shoots it behind the net. Cam gets it in the corner and tries to move it up along the boards. And the CeeBees able to come away with it. Levi kicks it over center ice, passes it over to Will. Will wraps it around the net. Levi tries to backhand it out in front. That's blocked by Sullivan. It keeps it behind his net. He passes up along the boards to Parsons, just at his reach. Cam gets it, moves it up to Levi. Levi's got it's around one, takes a shot. Just over the net. Colin racing for it in the corner. The Breakers able to get it out. Try to pass it up, and that's blocked by Charlie. Passes it back to Simon, which is just off of his stick. A shot around the net. He also lifts it and takes it out of the CeeBees end. Has his pocket picked by Parsons. Unable to get around Hindu. Colin gets it and shoots it down deep into the breaker's end. Breakers trying to move it up. Nicely waved off on that one. Battle for it along the boards. Susan comes around it. Shut. And outside on the entrance. Breakers on it. Back to Tillo. Back to passing lane. Shoots it up around the boards to Ward. Takes it in over the blue line. Takes a shot. Got it behind the net. Tries to get it in front. Kicked it, and that's just off the side of the net. Puck moves back in below the CeeBees line. And that's moves up the center ice. Blake takes it in. He's got one to beat. It's a shot. That's just off the side of the net. Quick wrap around, unable to get it. Back to the point for Al. So there's a bit of pressure on there now. It looks like the Breakers are going to get it out. Ward takes a long shot from the point. Charlie collects it in his end. He's going to go with it. It's turned over at center ice, and James is away with it. So he's going to get a stick on the CeeBees. Shot. Bad save by Michael. Charlie gets it placed up along the boards. Breakers able to keep that one in. Over to James. Takes it in along the boards. Walk down those sticks. Simon takes it. He's in over the line. Gets it out one. Shot from sharp angle goes to the crease. Chisholm gets it and backhands it in. That's taken by the Breakers. Back to Bo. Can't keep control of it. Takes it back into his end. Passed over to Nate. Nate unable to get it up, and that's knocked back into the CeeBees end. Halloran and Penny with it along the boards. Breakers come away with it. Got a good shot. Able to be saved. Scramble forward in front of the net there now. Nobody able to get a shot off. James gets a quick one. That's saved. Wide open net. That's blocked by Bo. A quick wrap around right in front. Back to the point. Johnson in. Tries to take a shot. That's blocked. All kinds of pressure here now. Anthony keeps it in. And Nate's able to take it. And Finley dumps it into the Breakers' end. CeeBees are going to start a change here now after that one. Matt's able to hold it in. Shot from the point. Pad save. Nate able to get the rebound. Finley backhands it into the corner. Breakers shoot it up along the boards. Long shot from the point. Just off the side of the net. Back to Brody on the point. Takes a quick shot. That's tipped in front. Brody trying to get it behind the net. And the Breakers are going to come away with it. And able to get center it in front. Maddox reads that one. That's tipped over into the corner. Brody got it on the line. Tries to wrap it around the boards. That's blocked by Parsons. It's shot again from the point. That's blocked. Let's see who's moving there again. he takes it into the corner. Right before they're on the boards. He's taken down. Maddox is in the just can't get a stick on it. That's played up along the boards. Levi gets enough of it to keep it in. Pass up to Will. He's unable to get the shot off. The Breakers are able to get it out. And in a race back to get it. It's shot up along the boards. Chopped down by the Breakers. Carey's going to take it in. Stops up. Tries to make a pass, and that's into the skates of Parsons. Back to a point. Close tries to stop that ball down. Really comes away with it. Just shoots it down into the Breakers' end. Cole collects it behind his net. Plays it back to number 6 for the Breakers. Moves it up along the boards. The Breakers are moving up the center ice. Can't stop that one and shoots it back in. Levi's got it at the center ice. Lines up. With his block over the column, takes a long shot. Levi in front. Tries to get it up high, and that's over the net. It's taken down behind the net. Trying to play it from his legs. And that's shot out. The person takes it over the line. Long shot. That's blocked by Cam. And gets it in the corner. Tries to shoot it up along the boards. Levi gets it, moves it up to Colin. Colin takes it over center ice. He's taken down. That's going to be a penalty against the Blazers. Haven't touched it yet. Levi tries to move. It's touched by the Breakers. Nothing but action here now to start the second period. These are the power play here now to try to get the lead back. The Breakers come away with it. Next chipped up. We got a foot race for it. Ward gaining on Cam. And unable to play the puck in the corner. Cam gets it up on the boards. And that looks like it's shot all the way down into the Breakers' end. Icing waved off. Shot up along the boards. Cole's got it again. He gets around Jake. That's knocked off the stick. Centered out to Ward. Takes a shot. Blocked by Cam. Back to center ice. And the Breakers send it back down into CeeBees' end. Cam shoots it up along the boards. Breakers keeping pressure on here now and just penalty. And the puck is shot all the way back down behind the CeeBees' net. Payne left all alone there. Gets a couple shots off of this. CeeBees run it back to Charlie on the point, moves up along the boards to Brindley. He tries to get it over to Nate. That's blocked. Back to Al, shoots it in. And Breakers pass it up to Carter. That's just out of his reach. A foot race back to it now down in the corner. Charlie gets to it. He's tied up along the boards. Al comes in to help. Touches the top, the big thing comes away with it. Nate's got it, moves it up to Brindley. Can't keep control of it. Kent gets it in the Breakers' end and moves it, shoots it all the way down. The CeeBees' end again. And that's going to do it for the CeeBees power play. Breakers keep it in, wrap around the boards. Battle for the line of boards here again still. Breakers come away with a pass over the paint. Nice pass on the Breakers. Timeout called here by the CeeBees just about to end. Breakers winning draw. Taking in, circle, quick shot. That's covered by Finn. Bo plays the puck back in the corner off the draw. Brody moves up along the board. At the center ice. Levi takes it over the line. Long shot. Big just kicked to the side. Center out in front. That's chipped into the crease by Chloe. And Parsons is away with it. Only got Brody to beat. Brody knocks the puck off the stick. I'll go with it behind the net. Centered out in front to Parsons. Gonna keep control of it. Bailey's got it. Moves it over to Levi. Levi takes it over his end. That's knocked off the stick. Bo moves up to play it. That's blocked by Carey. His stick is tied up. Brody able to backhand it out. Carey takes it in. Long shot. Just wide of the net. Willie goes over to get it in the corner and backhands it in behind the net. Brody's got it. Long shot up along the glass. Back to the point. It's held in. Shot. Brody blocks that one. Another shot. Pass in front. Oh, big pad save. Backhand off the side of the net. CeeBees able to clear that one out. Breakers are getting all kinds of chances there now. Shot back in. Local exit, moves it up along the boards. Nice shot into the Breakers end. It looks like the CeeBees are going to get a penalty here now. And Bo touches up. And Breakers are going to finish off the second period now with a power play. Colin gets a penalty for the CeeBees. CeeBees win it. Silver takes it out. He shoots it all the way down into the Breakers end. Thibault back to get it. Takes it in the corner. That's blocked by Ryerson. Moved up along the boards. Breakers move it up. unable to keep control of it, and Jake just shoots it back in. Breakers move it out again. Jake with it. Parsons got it again at center ice and shoots it all the way down into the breaker's end. Pass up James. Breakers are away with numbers. Can't get the stick on it. Breakers got left. Unable to clear it. Moves it up to Chiswick. Taken away at center ice by Payne. Payne takes it in over the line. Payne gets the stick on that shot and able to deflect it. Unable to clear it. Shot goes right out in front. Payne able to reach, shoot that one in. Payne's able to get control of that, clear it back to center ice. No, that goes all the way down. That's going to do it for the second period. Breakers get 2. They're ahead by 1. Breakers are going to have 42 seconds of power play time here now to start the third period. We're looking to extend our 1-goal lead. Carson comes away with it, takes it in over the line. He's got a step on Cam. Passes it over. He gets a poke check on it. It's just enough to get it out of the reach. Matters got it. High sticks it. Short and center ice. And that's high stick by the Breakers. We have the face off there now in the Breakers end. CeeBees winner. We got a big collision there on the blue line. Alex tries to dump it in. That's blocked. The Breakers able to dump it in. Cam chasing it down. Shoots it up on the boards of Maddox. Shoots off his stick to Charlie behind the net. Tries to wrap it around the boards. He's only able to tip that enough to get it out. That's it for the penalty for the CeeBees. We're back to even strength. Parson takes it in over the line. Winds up shot. That's blocked by Charlie. And shit back out. And neutral zone. Long shot. Charlie blocks that one. Moves it up to Nate. Neutral zone, passes it up to Nate. That's just out of his reach. And that's going to be an icing ball against the CeeBees. CeeBees win the draw. Back to Bo, moves it up to Levi. Only got one beat. And by himself, shot. We got a penalty against. And it looks like we're having a penalty shot now for Levi. Levi looking for his second of the game. Got out. He's back up at 3. CeeBees win it. Back to Levi. He gets around one. Puck knocked off the stick into the corner. Right up along the boards. Riley gets it. He's able to play it up. And that's shot all the way down into the CeeBees end. That's an icing call. CeeBees won it. Levi with a shot and triple through. Tip in front. Colin clicks in the corner. Backhands it. Levi gets it in the circle, takes it behind the net, throw it out to William. Can't hit it. He was able to get a shot off. Colin got it. Shot blocked. Shot. Just out of the net. Set out in front. I think that one got hauled off the line. That was about as close as you can get him. CeeBees won it. Levi with another quick shot. Over into the corner. Colin throws it towards the net. It's taken. Breakers move it up 2-on-1. Boys able to get it back to center. Levi's in. One up. Puck knocked off his stick. And Breakers looking to move it out. Ball able to hold it in. Shoots it back down. Tied up along the boards here again. The Breakers are going to chance to come up with it. Start a change. Payne over the line. The line shot. Payne's able to kick that inside. Back to the point and held in. Payne's got it again. And Breakers are looking to change. CeeBees throw it out center ice. Will change as well. Tito shoots it in behind the CeeBees net. Payne back to collect it. Unable to get that shot out. Battle for it into the corner. Comes away with it. Moves it up to Chislett. Has the puck knocked off the stick by Constantine. Unable to clear it. Ryerson passes it over to Blake. It's tied up. Simon unable to get the one-timer off. Got the ball down the point. Shot in and blocked. But it backhands it, knocks it off Breaker's stick, and that's shot down into the CeeBees end. Loaded back together. Chipped up around the boards to Blake. He can't control it, and that's kept in. Parsons with it. In front of the net, that's turned over. Back to Carey. Passes it over to Animal, that's broken up. And Chislett is able to get it right to center ice for the CeeBees. Passed up to Ryerson. Brinley with it, fighting around the boards. And makes his way back out to center ice. Jake's got it. That's turned over. Parsons in, long shot. Kicked in off the CeeBees stick. And the Breakers increase their lead to 2 and a goal for Parsons. Alex comes away with the puck off the jaw. That's turned over at center ice. Alex comes away with it, takes it over the blue line. That's the corner from him to clear it up to center ice. Cam back to play it. He shoots it all the way into the breaker's end. Sullivan with it behind the net. Moves it out over the blue line. That's sent it out in front. Got a quick whistle on that one and have to save by fish. Chips it up, folding. There to play it. Nice, he's got it, takes it in over the blue line. He's able to get around two, shot, CeeBees back to Cam. And holds on to it. Tries to get it over to Charlie. It's just out of his reach. Able to recover it and he plays it up the center ice. It's shot down into the CeeBees end. Breakers player with it in the corner. Max is able to come away with it. Move back end into the CeeBees end. CeeBees looking to change. Moves up to James. He's got a lane. Charlie's back. CeeBees able to move it up the center ice. And that's going to be in Mason Powell waved off. Move up to Will tries to get it up to Levi. Get it. And it's the Breakers are just offside on the entry. Breakers on the draw, back to Constantine. He moves it up, it's offside again on the entry. Breakers win it again. Carey takes it over the line. He was able to steal it, moves it up to Levi, takes it in, shot into the corner, tries to send it over the Will, doesn't make it. Breakers pass up on the boards. Barnabas going to he's going to make, he's got Carey with him. Pass over it, pass is broken up. And it escapes the Parsons, and the CeeBees are able to just chip it out. Carey with a shot, just wide of the net. Backs around the boards, back to the point. Constantine shoots that one back in. Go with it behind the net. Milo gets it in the corner, he passes it behind the net. Carey. Parsons wide open in front. The stick tied up there. The ball's going to take it. Right over the line. That's chipped up to center ice. I've got a terrific guy. CeeBees looking to tie it out on a late power play in the third period. Go CeeBees! Willie wins it back to Levi. Shot is tipped in front. And covered by the breakers. Really wins it again. Back to Burns. Winds up the slap shot. Blocked in front. And James shifts it up around the board. Others back together. He's going to take it into his own end. Passed up around the boards to Will. That's just out of his reach. And the breakers shoot it back in the rear end. Then back together. Tries to play it up. That's blocked. Comes away with it. Takes it in over the line. Back to Colin, able to keep it in. Ends up the shot, just around the net. And the breakers are coming out with it. It's shot out the center ice. A minute left now in the power play. CeeBees get it back in. Sullivan takes it behind his net. Passed up on the boards. Taylor with a spin move, keep control of it. Charlie with it behind the net. Sends it over to Brody. Tries to get it up and bounces off Simon. Simon shoots it down the ice and that's kicked. The breakers are away with it. Close got it. Takes it in over the line. Lines up a shot. Taylor with the rebound. That's still a save by Tate. Still played into the corner. Right. And he's got it. Takes it up along the board. That's it for the power play. Long shot. That's covered by Sammy. Breakers are going to call it timeout here now. Minute and 45 left here now. The Breakers with a 4-3 lead. Alex wins the draw, back to ball on the point. Winds up, long shot, that's chopped down the front. That's the Bobby's opposing right there. And the Breakers with a long shot at the empty net. Levi's able to get a stick on it. Levi moves it up along the boards. Maddox has got it. He's got Nate. Maddox takes it in over the line. He's back with it. Takes it around the boards. Getting in the race for it. Tied up in the corner. That's sent back on the net. Tibble tries to clear it. Goes over to block it. He's knocked down. And that's shot out to center ice. He's going to have to tie it up. Long shot from the point is blocked. And that's sent out. Levi's got it in his end. Goes it up to Nate. That's just over his reach. Icing way back. Tried to clear, goes right to Levi. Ned scrambling in front. Left the ball. Kick the side. 20 seconds left in third period. Clear on the 10. And that's it. Charlie able to come away with it. Pass up around the boards for Finley. Looks like the Vikings got it out again. Now we have to go right outside, and that is going to do it.
Just clap up there with your fist. That's all. You better have yelling news. Is it in Calabar?
It was.
Number 26, Fire Section göreceğiz.
Takip edin. Evet, değil mi?